That's why you have both of these.
That's as collateral, right?
This is for pickup anyway. It's for pickup anyway.
Well, how else, if not as collateral?
Well, I have to go somehow.
How much would you like to borrow for that?
I'm not sure what that costs, but I'll put it this way to keep things clear.
We'll see how it plays at all.
They're not in Bluetooth mode now.
They have Bluetooth?
No, wait, I'll connect it for you. Wait.
Okay, I have it here. Here you go. I'll connect it myself.
This is just for this, not for Jacek. Louder, quieter, bass in the back, and this one is Genesis.
Just like the Two Zloty Club. It's not a disaster.
Not for the price of a new one, you know.
And these, how much were they new?
They're probably 3,500 at Media Expert. Well, I guess it also depends if you have 2 in 1, or 4 in 1.
5 in 1.
No, then you have 4 more after that, from this.
You can make 7 10s.
All right. And for sale?
Yeah, I'll make the sale. That's what I thought.
After all, I can always drive by and buy it out later, no problem.
If they're still there and unsold.
Sure, since you don't buy car speakers or similar items.
I have a note next to you. Don't take anything, especially things that look new, stolen, where in the system. I stopped burning.
Take it for me. I'm telling you, this one is straight from home.
It seems like it's from home. No.
No, I'm telling you directly from my room, no.
Exactly, from your room. That's how it looks. That's how it smells. And how are things going with yours? She's been gone for a long time. Yeah, well, I have déjà vu now. I think I've already asked about this. No, because it didn't happen. Because since I was with her, I haven't been here. You couldn't, so you broke up. Well, that's how love is, right? Twisted.
The word that comes to my mind is quick.
Quick love.
Here is the house key. Here is the key to the bathroom downstairs. And I want to pawn these apartments cheaply for 10 zlotys right away. The apartment is so uncomfortable, I don't like it. I want to move to the forest. For example, you have to build one yourself.
What's going on with you, my dear clients?
Exactly, what's going on? They have nowhere to go, uncomfortable living conditions, and so on. I wanted to get myself an apartment with a set of keys for 20 bucks outside.
But if you want to pawn an apartment, it doesn't work like just bringing the keys. You have to come with a notarial deed and the land and mortgage register number.
This is a municipal apartment. It's not private.
Then you can't pawn it.
I'll pawn it. Someone else will renovate it.
No, if it's not yours, then you can't pawn it.
Well, tough luck. Just cry.
And your phone is already pawned?
I need it in case of an emergency.
But sometimes you pawn it and then you get it back.
When I pawn the phone, then give it
10 zlotys.
I'm not mortgaging the apartment. No, I started to go for a walk. There's no work anyway. For now, there's no work anyway.
10 or 20?
I wanted to buy it back quickly, but didn't make any money from it. When he ran away, then it was better.
What can you do with just 10 zlotys?
I'll buy a beer, take a walk, because I feel like walking when I have nothing to do. Dang.
And see what's going on.
In general, I'm going to walk in the forest, although my mom taught me how to walk. The first thing I learned was to walk and then to talk.
So you walk in the forest and talk to yourself?
Sometimes to myself. I don't like company. I don't like drunk people.
But you're drunk too, after all.
Well, I'm drunk, but I don't want company. What?
So when you drink, you prefer to be alone rather than with someone. Come on, hang in there. Romy?
Yeah, thanks.
For now, thanks to you too. Bye.
He's talking with that junk. He screwed them together now. That cash will definitely come in handy. I only use the German website. I showed this one.
7 years for this radio in 2019. Okay, I get it now. This model was for the American market, and in Europe there was the AX 8050D model.
Yeah, I know, because it didn't pop out of...
The dub player?
Well, everything there is in English, and I say I still don't know how to speak English. He tried downloading from the internet, but says the Polish menu has nothing to say, though it plays well. I'll tell you, I connected the speakers, and they work. And it's cool because it has that subwoofer effect. It switches you to a different power. Do you want to buy this plot?
I've already bought it.
Not those expensive ones. I remember when I was 18, I went to Germany, and when I came back at 20, it was there near me, by the forest. No, but those were wastelands. You know, for a plot like that, man, you had to pay 2,500, 3,000 zlotys. No, man, they're paying so much now, and everything near the forest is already bought. You know, it's a nice place, you know, on a hill like that, man. I was stupid. If I lived here now, I would have sold the plot. You bought it. They came through, changed everything, set it all up. I have a plot, and that one behind my house, I would have to convert it from agricultural to building land, change it and all that. But damn, there's a problem with the driveway because from my place it goes through the yard. So I have a shed straight ahead, a garage for the car. But the main entrance is from the neighbor's side, and he won't let anyone use it, you know. They drive through the yard like 14 times a day, that's all. Damn, like some farmer who comes by me from field to field.
Oh no, it's hard for me to estimate that. You know, I can't really find it anywhere to know what price something like that sells for. No, even this 8050 model, nothing like that either. There are only some new ones on Allegro that haven't sold even once, and when I check the completed listings, I'll sell it right away. Just like with those models.
The guy who made them, he called his friend over there in Shanka. No, and this guy here says the ones that are made, he says that's 550 zloty.
That's how much they're worth.
No, I don't think he'd pay that much.
Because that's how much they're worth. That's what I think. I'd pay 300, 370. No, really, 300 would be my max, you know?
So 300, that's it.
You can use it as collateral, retrieve it later, or sell it yourself if you want.
That's exactly what I wanted. No.
So let's do it as collateral and you can pick it up. 3 at most.
This one is 340, that power bank, and that just collect it all. It'll come in handy if my car won't start. It's good to have, you know. 4 charges.
341 zlotys. All right.
Let it be. I'll take it. I'll pick it up and take both to the bus because it doesn't fit in the Sharon, damn it. The screen is just too big.
No, you said the tape was busted.
Yeah, the tape was broken and, you know, when you knocked, it rattled those little wires. And I wasn't connected to it. No, I don't know whether to turn it on or not.
Or I'll try wait.
Then I guess I have to forget it. No.
No, but anyway, it doesn't even have speakers because yesterday in your car I heard it playing.
I'm telling you, it's cool. Damn, it has that sound effect. No, he didn't mess it up. Not at all.
Because he didn't make it permanent?
I mean, not permanently. Yeah, you can unscrew it, but when he was connecting it to the car's cigarette lighter, he said, so it doesn't jump around. He said, no, you just unscrew those screws and take it out.
So I'm curious if he did the tape right?
Yesterday we checked. He was hitting it with his hand, not the screen. He was banging with his hand, silent, just to make it fall out, he said.
That's why he soldered or connected the tape.
Not some other one. He put in another one. Well, but also from that kind. Just from, you know, the sliding one. Not one DIN, but the whole screen moves. No, but Spinola, damn, someone did something there. I don't know how they did it, if my wires touched or what, or something touched somewhere, because, man, it was behind there, even though it was all damn smoked up, I'm telling you. Behind there where the resistor is, no damn, all smoked up, no damn. He was cleaning there, here inside, under this, that's the one. Here underneath you have the board, and under the board, not like that, damn, it would be like damn with a lighter, you know. He sparked it and burned it. No, that's what Spinola said. Just put that box somewhere, throw it under the seat, you know, or so it's not visible, and only the display is visible, he said. No, he said, if you don't convert it to digital versatile disc, it'll work, like for kids on long drives. He said, just play a cartoon.
But when I look here, honestly, there's really nothing like that. There's only a radio.
He says that you have to connect with the phone and somehow through the phone.
Then it won't be CarPlay.
And he says he doesn't really know. He says if he knew English, he would have done it, right? And surprisingly, the radio works well, even just with a wire, with a cable, right? Which it shouldn't, right?
I think I need coffee today.
Because you don't drink coffee.
You don't drink coffee because it makes you jittery, but you feel like you have to today.
Because if I don't drink 4 coffees a day, you know, I'm done for. I'm not fit to live, really. You can't even talk to me. Coffee is essential. Oh, damn, useful.
That's most of a 10, right? Here you go.
Damn. Still the scaffolding, where to set up. Not the worst thing that can happen with presenting.
Thanks as well. Hi. And maybe I'll also add where the radio came from, because I was recently at my friend's daughter's birthday and his grandma said she had a radio that doesn't work and she'd like to get rid of it. And if she could bring it to give it to someone. So I said, okay, you can bring the radio. And yesterday the lady brought the radio. Just as that guy showed up here, I asked if he wanted it. So he took it, replaced some resistor, changed the tape, and now it works. You saw me in the city.
And you thought?
That Cuba would be.
So I said Cuba is the opposite, like you drive around the city because there's a trailer being pulled. So Cuba is not just that.
I quickly ran out for some shopping, you know.
And you say, listen, I'm not interested in that.
You're collecting, right? Yeah, 26 lotis.
Should I give you 6 lotus?
No need. Here you go. Give an autograph.
No problem. Mine is at the hairdresser, you know, but did you pull a nice stunt recently? No. And what about recently? I was with mine, you know, that phone, the one I answered, we were returning it and recording videos.
Faku is dead. You said so, right?
And for mine, you wrote a beautiful name that is Barbara.
But that's, well...
Not Helena. Did you write her again? Well, I'm not talking about the video, because there it turned out to be something you were talking about. There was a guy here, and I told him that the system crashed and they were sitting in the car waiting, because supposedly they came from somewhere. They were just sitting and waiting. And you put the name Helena in the video, and today I went to the bank to get the rest of my money, and the guy from the bank says to me, "So how's it going, Helena?" Damn, I was stunned. What Helena? Well, I watched your last video when you were at the pawn shop, and I said, "What Helena? My woman's name is Violeta, not Helena." That's a disaster, I said. What's going on now? I sat there with him for a while, talked a bit, you know. Well, now I'm going to walk around Dresdenko like a swan because I went to the hairdresser. Yes, they're actually going on strike. I have highlights. I said to maybe your friend could do it, and how much would it cost? About 200 zlotys. And how long? Well, about 2 hours. So I said I can walk around the city for about 2 hours.
And what's that? Some kind of wig?
Or what, right? She has natural hair. It just needs to be trimmed and permed. He says I would advise against a perm because it won't last that long. It just won't last. But she insisted on getting a perm. And after all that, well, women, we won't understand them. We won't ever fully figure them out. We just can't. Wait, with whom? Who was I talking to? I was talking to someone at the store at Netto, I think, and I said to him, so how about you? I said, well, he says, well, I'm not doing anything. And I said, why? He says, well, who would hire me? I said, well, don't be surprised. I said, I have the same thing. I'm 60 years old. I said, who would hire me at this age? Probably only somewhere under the table. Because, you know, with a regular work contract, I doubt anyone would hire me.
Even with a regular contract, the bailiff can't touch the minimum wage now. At least that's what they say.
And that's gone up now too, because I know that, but you can go on.
I don't know. Dumb ditch digging. There are lots of jobs like that needing people, right?
Somewhere it went up, somewhere it increased. The minimum wage to over 3,600.
Now it's probably...
Yeah, that's 3,600. Oh, Jesus Maria.
Too little?
No, for me, 3,600 zlotys. That's already out of this world for me. If I had 5,000, 10,000, I don't even know where I'd be. No.
You wouldn't even be here anymore.
I wouldn't be here anymore. I'd be somewhere up in the clouds. All right, since I didn't come to you, I have to go get mine now. I'll just stay there probably for another hour or maybe longer. All right, thanks. See you.
Hello, hey. It's my first time here with you guys. Listen, I have a few things because I need some for gas, not those kinds of things. Where did you even get this from? Do you know where from? And you never know, right? It smells weird anyway. Kind of like a bicycle inner tube. Maybe I want to pick something else if you don't like something. You have an entire warehouse here? Like I said, I'm saving for gas at good prices. Did you get this legally? The less you know, the better. Not even a cat collar? And believe me, it sells. But unfortunately, I'll have to pass. No, you're not taking anything? No, come on, please. You know, we care about our image and the good of the brand. and we don't deal with that kind of shady business. You don't work for gas money, man, unfortunately, and you won't even take one for yourself. No, I won't, damn it.